Hello, guys. This is my second podcast. Today I'm going to talk about my first job, my first official job, let's say. So I had to wake up at 7 p.m. I never know the difference, like in the morning, 7 in the morning. Um, then my father took me to the company that I will be working on. Then I got there. Another dude was with me. I just met him at the entrance. He talked a lot in this short period of time, and for me it was a red flag because you know people that, in my mind at least, that try to communicate like they are your friend or something. I don't know, I always find it weird, but I was just like, okay, let's see. And then we another dude was already waiting. Then we three, counting with me, we went to a room, and there was the HR lady, and she started giving a speech, and she showed two videos about the company and the CEO, the former founder of the company. She showed some slides in PowerPoint talking about like basic and obvious things. For example, you cannot steal from your colleague. You cannot, say bad things to another people. You cannot create a toxic environment, and that kind of stuff. And she also added some benefits. So we have a restaurant that we go in the break pause, the pause break. It was quite boring, but I just kept watching her. And the other dude, I think he was definitely a psychopath because he gave a lot of red flags that I cannot communicate now because my English is very limited. But I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure. I read a lot of books. I like to analyze people based on what he says and tries to look like. For me, he's a psychopath. Um. Okay, so then after the speech, it was like 2 hours. Just 1 hour. The I don't know. He's like my supervisor. He's like the lead of my area. So like my lead team, I guess. And he got me. I also got some equipments that I need for my job. It's a very manual job, manual labor. So I have to use my hands. I always have to be stand up. I don't sit, except for some short periods of time when I need to access the system to update some product. It's a management system. The front end is very ugly, and it's quite you know it it's not like very attractive to see a ugly front end, considering the fact that I know how to program front end stuff. So it's painful to watch, basically. And so he got me there in the room. There were two guys. One, he is in the company for like 22 years. 22 years. The other one is like 10 years in the company. They are both weird. Like the dude that is 20 in 20 the dude that is working in 20 years, like the dude that works there in 20 years. It's not in 20 years. It's like the dude that works there for 20 years. He seems to be very like autistic. His face and his actions. I don't know. I think he has a little bit of autism. I'm not kidding. The other one, he's very quiet. Even the way he speaks, it's very slowly. It seems like he doesn't have any kind of energy at all. Like he's just, I don't know, some kind of robot without energy. So he always says like this, and he never tells you something. You have to ask him. So I don't know why their personality is like that, but I think it works for the company because they are there for such a long time. And so my leader, yes, let's say like that, my leader, he showed me the job. It's a lot of things that I need to do. I need to use my hands to do some printing. It's like a machine that, there's a sticker. But if you just use a sticker, it's going to be distracted as the time passes, right? Because you have rain, you have water, you have wind, you have snow if you live in Alaska, whatever. So my job is to get those stickers and put a layer of protection with a transparent material. And this layer has five types, so I need to know which type is the correct one for the sticker. And I need to place in the machine very carefully because if one like dust or some thing got in the sticker, basically I lost a entire work. So I don't know. Imagine like a sticker of 10 meters. And now imagine that you have to throw it all away because there is one small dust in the layer of protection. So yeah, I always have to be, alert. I always need to be alert, stay alert. And then once I do that, I need to go to the computer and update the product. There's a lot of buttons. I need to update how much material I used, the product that I made, and that kind of stuff. And then I have a break at 12 o'clock. And then I have a restaurant. And then at 13, I need to go back. But I have a system in my mind. It's like just my first day and I already have an idea. But basically, the main problem of the machine is that if any kind of dust or any kind of dirt goes into the paper, into the sticker, then it's all over. It's done. Like, it's fucked. So I was thinking to put like some kind of a machine, some another machine that integrates with the current machine, and this machine throws wind. So basically, any dust that is coming to be applied the layer of protection, the dust is repelled because of the force of the wind. I will tell that to my leader. I hope he doesn't, call me. I don't know. I hope he doesn't get mad. I don't know why he would get mad, but So yeah, that was my first day. To be honest, I was quite nervous in the beginning. When I was first going there with my father, but it was more like a tense. I wouldn't say it was anxiety. But once I got there, it always started to be calm. So I realized that most things that you do, they seem to be like very scary, but once you actually start doing them, they are very fine. So if you're, for instance, if you are afraid of talking to people, giving a speech to, I don't know, 200 people, the moment you start doing the speech and the moment you end it, you are fine. But the 5 minutes later off stage, those are the painful moments. So it's actually good because when you're actually doing what you want to do, there is not so much of anxiety. So just an interesting knowledge for you guys. And that's it. Tomorrow I need to wake up at 7 at 6 in the morning. The bus doesn't come to my home, but I will talk to the HR to see if they can change it. And that's it. That was my first day of my job. And tomorrow I will give you guys more info about how it was. Anyways, thanks for listening.